Hi everyone, it's Alana here from Alana Fitness and Nutrition, and I'm joined by Claire today. Hi Claire.
Hi.
So Claire has just finished her 3-month Curvy and Courageous program, and she's here to talk about her experience and how she's gotten on. So Claire, 3 months ago, we had that transformation session. We spoke on the phone. How were you feeling?
Just, I guess, really at rock bottom. I didn't really recognise myself. I was at the bottom of the pile with the rest of my family, putting them first, the heaviest I'd ever been. Didn't really have any joy for food anymore, or really, I didn't really know where to go or what to do next, and just I really needed to kind of work on myself and take time for me. So
Yeah. And you were really in a lost place, weren't you? You didn't know
yeah,
where to go going forward. You'd done a few other things in the past, and you knew that it was coming up to Christmas and that potentially you were going to do this weight loss journey over the Christmas period. How did you feel when you signed up to the program?
I was a little bit nervous about it, and I think my husband was as well, because he was like, "Well, you've picked like the hardest time of year to do it." But that was kind of the point for me, because I thought if I can do it now when things are really hard, then I could do it anytime. So it was a sort of an extra challenge to myself because of that. So
Definitely. And so 3 months later, you are down a dress size, you're down a stone. How are you feeling?
yeah, just feeling really good, really enjoying my food. It's been really easy, really sustainable. I've got a sort of weekly plan now that fits in with family life. So the kids, we all eat the same, which is really important, because I didn't want them to see mummy dieting and
Yeah.
foods are bad and foods are good. I didn't want them to see that. I wanted them to see that we can eat whatever we want in moderation, and exercising as well. They've been joining in with me, so it's really good. So it's been a huge kind of mindset shift for me, as opposed to previous diets and things that I did,
Yeah.
which I always felt bad about, and sort of ashamed. I didn't want them to see that, because I didn't want that to be a norm for them. I wanted just a healthy life to be what they saw, and I feel like that's definitely been this, because we're eating normal foods, all the foods that we love, and exercise has just become part of our life now. So that's what I really wanted, for myself, but also for them. So
Yeah. And how do you feel like it's changed your mindset?
that's probably been one of the biggest challenges for me, because, as you said, I was at the bottom of the pile. I didn't really believe in myself. I wasn't really sure I could do it. And I think, because obviously your help and the coaching calls and things, the weekly things every week, um, changing the mindset's been the biggest thing for me. And believing that I can do it, and trusting in the process, and also taking time for myself, and not having the mindset that that's feeling guilty about that, that's actually important, because I can't support the rest of my family if I'm not looking after myself. And that was really, hadn't really dawned on me, because I was just burning myself at both ends,
Mm.
and hadn't realised the effect that was having on me. So I think that obviously all of that's been really good, and really helped for the family as well. Not so snappy with.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of nutrition, you said that you've got, like a weekly sort of meal planner. Now, just
Mm-hmm.
for those ladies that are watching, I haven't provided you with this weekly meal planner. This is something that you've done yourself.
Yeah,
It's based off of the calories and the macros that I've advised that you eat. So how have you found, taking the information that I've given you and then actually working it all out for yourself?
it's actually been quite fun. It's been a bit of a challenge at times, but yeah, the program's just something that I've come up with. And to begin with, one of the things that you had told me was about really increasing my protein. And to begin with that, I was finding that really hard. I was eating random chicken lots of times to try and get my protein in. And I thought, this is just weird. I'm not really enjoying that. So over the process of all the weeks, I've gradually looked at each individual meals and each individual snacks, and tried to get the macros fitting around them with what my girls eat as well, so that
Yeah.
we're all eating the same thing. So actually now I'm almost back to square one, in that I'm eating the food that we used to eat. I've just changed portion sizes of the various ingredients to fit in with the calories and the macros, and that's much more sustainable now, because now we make a meal and we all eat it and we all eat the same, and yeah.
And in terms of calories, tell everyone how many calories you're eating a day.
So to start off with, I was eating 2,000 calories a day, and yeah, I'm going to be about 1900 calories a day now, which is just phenomenal.
So you're on 1700, and we will be then, you know, once you've flown the nest on Sunday, you'll be increasing that, you know, gradually over the
which is a huge change from any diets before, where you're maybe only eating 1200, 1400, and you just feel exhausted all the time. That's another big benefit to this. You have energy, so you're fueling your body that you can keep going. It's never a, oh, I'm so starving, I've not got anything left to eat, and you don't get to that sort of punishment stage, which is why I think it is so sustainable. So
yeah, good.
In fact, to begin with, I was struggling to eat the amount of calories.
Yeah. And do you feel like now this is something you can move forward with, and you know what to do yourself to keep the results going?
Definitely. There's all the support has been there for these last 3 months of yourself, all the coaching calls and the messages and things, and I think the 3-month period is a great period of time for you to get your own head around it. And as I say, I'm now at the point where I know what we're going to eat on a weekly basis and things, and you know, just to plan ahead for when those weeks are not normal. That's going to be the biggest thing. So if it's a holiday or it's Christmas or things, plan ahead as to how I'm going to manage to maintain things. So.
Yeah, definitely. Fab. So any words of wisdom for anyone maybe sat on the fence watching this thinking, oh, should I take the leap?
Just go for it, because I really didn't believe I could do it. When I spoke to you on the phone, I was like, oh, I don't know. And you're like, yeah, you couldn't do it. And yeah, just go for it. Put your trust in Lana and just listen to her. That's all you have to do. And if you could do that, if you could listen, then you could definitely do it.
Thank you so much. I mean, Clare, you've been a pleasure to work with. You've done everything I've asked. You've listened to everything. You've watched everything, all the videos and whatnot. And, you know, you really smashed it. And I have no doubts that you will continue on to get amazing success and get down to your absolute goal weight, which is a couple of stone lower. So I'm really proud of your journey, and you should be very proud of yours too as well.
Well, thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. So.
Good teamwork.
Yeah, pat on the back for yourself.
Oh, well, thank you so much for sharing your journey. And anyone watching this, you know, if you were feeling like how Clare was at the beginning 3 months ago, and you want to feel like how she is now, then drop me a message. We can have a chat about it. Reach out to Clare, ask her honest opinion. Not that this isn't honest, but
I would tell you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Clare, for sharing this with you.
Thank you.
I'll speak to you very soon. Bye.
Bye.